It's real.
Hello.
Hi out there. Hey. Bo Rogers, and I'm with.
Irina Duncan with Charitable Realty.
What did you say?
Irina Duncan with Charitable Realty.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So, what made you decide to come and sit with me today and go live on Facebook?
Good question. My broker thought that would be a good idea for me to get my story out there, how I became an immigrant without really...
Oh my God, you're an immigrant? Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, there you are from up north.
Well, yeah,
That's what I get all the time.
Like maybe Oklahoma or
Ohio,
something.
Oklahoma, who knows?
Yeah.
But no,
Somewhere
way
further?
further.
No.
Just a little bit further. So my broker decided to kind of help me out a little bit with it. We're rolling.
Yeah.
And just kind of threw a couple ideas at me, which I always appreciate. I thought it was amazing that she said exactly the same thing, Bo. She's like,
You gotta do it.
well, Irina, we don't. She's like, you have to find your niche. I said, I've been looking for it for the past year. I still have not found it. So it's been a little bit tricky. I always come up with excuses that I'm not from here. So I've used the fact that I'm an immigrant as a excuse per se. Maybe goes back to don't be scared.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a little bit scared to be out there because I don't know if I'm going to be relatable and everything else. So she kind of gave me that push and said,
Keep going.
she gave me that push and said, why don't you make it known that you're an immigrant and you love helping other immigrants and you've been there, done that, and now you're on the other side and would love to help others. And I said, that sounds like a good idea. And I was trying to figure out how to do it, how to, creating a website is next on a list.
Because how many people do you know that are here from, where are you from again?
Kazakhstan.
I thought you were going to say your mom.
I forgot. You did tell me to say my mom.
Kazakhstan.
For
So
my
how
mom.
many people are moving to the United States from Kazakhstan?
Don't have that number, but
But you have friends, right?
not as many as you think. For some reason, I'm not really big on staying in touch. I'm just kind of very much meddling in and just, I have a couple foreigner friends, but not necessarily staying in touch with them as much as I wanted to. So I'm trying to kind of deepen a little bit more into that.
So we want to help immigrants, but not just from Kazakhstan, but from everywhere.
Anybody.
What about India?
What about India?
I like India.
They speak English.
They do. Most of them speak better English than I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, then I should be good.
They are good.
I'm talking about not necessarily the help with the language. I feel like I could relate on the level that the struggles that I had to overcome to become successful here. So I wanted to share my story a little bit, if that's okay.
So how long have you been in? Good. Start from the beginning. So tell us why.
Why?
You left.
That's a
why
good
did
one.
you leave?
Why did I leave?
Yeah.
Came here on a student visa. Summer of 2008. The visa was for 3 months. So met my future husband here.
What's his name?
His name is Johnny. Same last name.
Yeah.
Now he's famous. Johnny Duncan.
So y'all met here?
We met in Branson, Missouri. Branson is where I got my job offer at. Everybody probably knows Branson, Missouri. It's like a tourist town, and it was really interesting to live there for 3 months because I thought the whole United States is like that. It was so... because those are the only people that I was communicated with from Springfield and Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
So I didn't know anybody from Texas or different states. So I thought, this is America. Interesting. So I don't know how much you know about Branson, Missouri. It's just
So I know is it
very seasonal.
Yeah.
It's shows, attractions.
That's right.
Just
those
anything.
people go.
That's where they
I'll be going there soon. I'll see
There you
in
go.
Branson,
Maybe
Missouri.
5-10 years.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's the starting age there, but You can find out. And so we met there.
Okay.
Uh,
And what did you do for a job when you were there?
what did I did for a job? I was a housekeeper so you had to have a job here lined up already. I got it all done. Came here. We lived in the hotel. It was just very cultural shock.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I can relate to a lot of immigrants, that cultural shock, the food, the language, the mannerism. It's everything. You're just being thrown into something really, really uncomfortable, and you learn how to make the best out of it. So do you want to ask the questions?
Oh, so I'll just keep going like as they vaguely come up. So it's kind of funny because my girlfriend Nicole, when she first got divorced, she was housekeeping for a while
Really?
too, and I think she really liked the work, but like they didn't allow enough time to clean certain things. Was always her biggest complaint is,
Yes.
hey, you don't have this amount of time. Is her biggest.
She probably
complaint.
wanted to do a little bit more thorough
Yes.
job, and then the boss is like, "You got to get out of there so we
Yes.
all can get paid."
It's true. It's true. So that's cool. Like that you started there.
That's
and
how
you
I
got a
started.
work visa.
Got a work visa, and then me and my husband realized we were expecting a baby.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow,
Like,
yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know. I don't know. It's above my pay grade.
Anyways, we moved to Texas. He was originally from Texas. We moved here, and I have continued to be a housekeeper. I was cleaning houses. I was working for 2 different companies, and we were struggling a lot financially. And I remember, this is probably 10 years plus, I remember thinking, man, I wish that, because I went to college and I went to university back home. I have a degree I could be a teacher of English teacher of middle school.
Wow.
Middle school kiddos back home.
That's scary.
I know. Why would I go for middle school?
No, just
No,
teaching in general.
Oh, teaching in general.
It's
Yeah.
scary to kids because like I go, so I've been to career day like a few days. So my kids went to school here in Montana, and I went to EP Razor's career day, and I've been to Harpole Middle School's career day, and it's just weird how they just like stare up at you,
Yeah.
and you just want to be like, "Are you understanding me? Are you really here right
They're just
now?"
like, you are real?
Yeah.
You somebody's dad talking to us?
Yeah,
pretty
like
cool.
they look weird, and then you get those disrespectful kids.
Oh no, really?
The little troublemakers, like I was.
Mm.
It's like, and
You're
it's,
like, oh, that's the payback.
Yeah,
You finally
yeah.
came.
So, man, I can't imagine teaching. It's like that'd be the hardest job.
Well, I didn't probably know what I was getting myself into.
No.
And basically, after that, after my 3-year degree, I went and finished another 2 years. And that was English and management.
No.
Finished, so I had 2 degrees, which meant absolutely nothing here. And I got stuck on that mindset. I was like, housekeeping is the way it is for me because, like I said, it's when you come from a different country, that mindset that you are just kind of stuck on, it's very difficult to change that mindset. It's very difficult because it requires self-analysis, self-growth, So I was just kind of holding myself back.
Yeah.
Nobody else was.
Yeah.
I thought, I can't learn anything. I can't go. Of course, we didn't have the money to go to college. Put me in college. So I was just kind of stuck either serving tables.
Did you do that?
I did this at
Where
Applebee's.
Applebee's?
Applebee's.
Oh, well, I served tables all through college. Cool.
Yep, got that. I had to learn Texan humor through that, which at first I was like, I was like, it's supposed to be funny, I guess. Didn't get it.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of Reba.
Yeah. Well, a lot of what?
Reba show
Reba.
on the
Reba,
on TV.
like Reba
Reba
McEntire.
McEntire.
Yeah, the
And
redhead.
she's hilarious. So once I
Yeah.
started getting her jokes and her humor, I was like,
So you tied it in to when you were waiting tables to where you could tie that in?
Well, I got tired of people talking to me, and there was that gap. Like I knew language very well. Oh, I didn't know Texan humor. I didn't know all, and I was like, it was very frustrating because English has been my second language since second grade.
Oh, wow.
So
but you're good.
I knew I could get around and everything, but like the humor, the certain things that fixing to do or this or that, the other, the Texans say.
Yeah.
I was just like, huh?
Y'all?
Y'all? Yeah, all those things. Like in Missouri, they don't say y'all, they say you guys.
Use guys.
Use guys.
It's like, that's like Jersey City or something. Use guys.
I know. And it's just like, don't say that.
Sounds mean. Y'all is good.
Y'all, it just flows. Y'all.
Y'all.
People ask me to say it with my Russian accent, so I love that.
Can you do that?
Well.
Y'all.
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 Y'all. Russian always, to some people, sound angry.
Yeah.
So.
Well, Germans are angry.
Germans are probably angrier than Russians. Yeah. So. So the mindset, right?
Do you think it's because Germany lost World War II and they got beat up by Russians?
They're a little bit mad.
Just a quick question.
Just a little mad. So anyways, where were we?
We were talking about you.
Yeah,
so the mindset. So wow, that's kind of cool because I didn't know how lucky I was to be an American.
To be born here?
Yes.
Where were you born, by the way?
I was born in Irving, Texas.
Irving, Texas.
Yeah, all the way, I made it 19 miles, y'all. Not very far. Went to school at North Texas, which is, 10 minutes that way.
Yeah.
Now I live in Lantana. I grew up in Carrollton, so I didn't make it.
Very different from me.
But I knew for sure, I was lucky when I went to Mexico to study Spanish in the summer of '99.
You did.
Stayed for 2 months. But I was uncomfortable, just like you were just talking about.
So you can relate a little bit. I love that. You never told me about that experience. I love it.
You didn't ask. You gotta ask. No, but...
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months, and
But you knew you were going home.
Well, yeah, but I thought it would be cool because it's college credits, right?
Yeah.
And it's, how am I going to learn Spanish in some room at Brookhaven Community College when I can go to Cuernavaca, Mexico?
And only speak Spanish for you as my
Yeah, but you learn quick. If you want to go to the bathroom, you're going to sell the baño. Yeah. You're going to learn that pretty quick. Or, can I drink this water?
Exactly. That's another very good question in Mexico. Yeah.
But it totally, I get what you're saying though. It was really uncomfortable and,
did you go with other students or just completely, but couple of other students there?
So there was probably 20 of us from Brookhaven Community College that went and stayed with host family.
That's awesome.
And it was cool.
Cool experience.
My Mexican mom thought I was crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she thought I was out of my mind.
Well, of course. You're an American.
Yeah, well, she thought I was nuts. She just looked at me and go, ¿Por qué tú loca la cabeza? Why are you crazy in the head? No sé. I don't know.
Ask my mom.
But yeah, it was fun though. But I didn't know how lucky I was until walking around and there were so many people that didn't have jobs that wanted to work, but they didn't have jobs. And then the lady that took care of the house, her name was Clara. And Clara came from a small village and she got paid $5 a week. And I'm like, how do I pack Clara in my suitcase and coyote her back? I'll give her $10 a day. I'm waiting tables. I can afford $10 a day to do all, because she did everything. And that's when I knew, and that's the one thing, I did learn Spanish, but the one thing that I did learn is no matter how bad it is, it's just really not that bad. It's not that bad. So we're lucky. I'm lucky. Thank y'all for letting me be here.
Well, same for me. I definitely knew, amongst the struggles, I knew that I made a decision to stay here. My daughter was born here. And although my marriage did not work out, I decided this is where I'm going to live and this is where I'm going to build my life.
Would you ever consider going back?
I do, or just think what the life would be.
Yeah.
If I stayed there, I lived there. Visiting right now is a little bit difficult. We are waiting. We're in the waiting period.
Yeah, I'd be scared.
My husband is very much, I don't know the rules, I don't know anything, and I want to come home after that visit, so I don't blame him.
So when it comes to doing real estate, so like I think that is useful to be able to connect to people for sure. And I don't think it would matter where you're an immigrant from.
I don't think so either. No.
I don't think.
Because all the immigrants have a lot of things in common. We all came to America. We all had to live the language. And I don't know if you are aware of that, but the way it's always really been said to us that America is probably about 30 years ahead of Russia. And don't quote me, rough number. That's what I just kind of grew up hearing. I think it's long. It's even more.
It's
yes.
More? Wow.
And Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
I don't know how much you know about Kazakhstan. If you want to know, look up Borat.
Tell them.
I don't know that language. I never could learn that language because I was learning, they were teaching us Russian, English, Kazakh. And so Kazakh, I wouldn't even tell you one word right now. Yeah. Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
Well, that sounds Hebrew. Maybe.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Salam alaikum. That's all I probably
know. So I've got a friend that's from Moscow, and that's very modern, right? Moscow is, and she really likes it there. I mean, she's been on both sides.
She's been back and forth, and she lived here and went back there.
She still lives here.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Olga Ermakova, and I met Olga when we were at Chase together. She was a relationship banker, so she would find the needs of people, and then if she found a need for mortgage, she'd send them to me because I was at a desk over here. But we became really good friends. And, she would just tell me stories and I'm like, wow, cause I like to learn about other stuff, because
so Kazakhstan, so what I was saying, most people don't even know about this country here. The only, reference I would probably get is Borat, like I said, and it's not the best one.
They probably think we all ride horses.
They just kind of like what I thought in Texas.
So what did you think about Texas?
Not a lot, just because I never thought I was going to live here. So I never really, we saw America on TV. They showed, there's obesity, McDonald's taking over, they were just always putting that. Not really economic prosperity and everything else. I was really surprised because when I got here and started just looking around and why is America the greatest country in the world and it's only 250 years old, and I just looked up recently how old Russia is and why are they not successful. And they go back 1,000 years or more and still behind. So
Yeah. But isn't it wild? So for me, I also went to Italy, and when I was in Italy, I'm looking at these buildings, and I'm thinking, wow, these buildings were here before Christ. That's old.
That's how old they've been.
And then,
that's how old
and then you
the
start
town.
thinking about America only being 250.
And we are leading. We are leading in pretty much everything. We would. Back to back with China, I guess. Yeah. So we're trying to lead, and that, of course, opens up a lot of opportunities for us here. And the trick is to recognize, kind of like what you were saying. I heard somebody said that every American should really travel to a third world country at some point in their lives, just to realize how blessed you are. That's it, for nothing else.
I think that's true. You'll appreciate more of what you got and you'll stop complaining.
My daughter was born here, and a lot of times when I try to kind of sometimes bring her in on my childhood. Can't relate. She's like, Mom, it's just, it's a different country. It's not the same. When I'm telling her I didn't even have a bedroom growing up, and she's complaining about
My
this. My bedroom is, I need to switch. I need
God,
this,
my
that.
kids.
I was like, I've never even had a bedroom. And she's just like, Mom, you're not from here. And it's like, she can't understand the pain. But other immigrants, they probably won't understand that pain. Everybody has a story. That's what I love the most. Americans have a story. You were born, 19 miles away.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean,
that's your story. But you did go as far as to, Spain and
Mexico.
Italy and Mexico.
So I went to
that's
Italy.
awesome.
So I went to Italy, and it is different. And
but imagine if you've never left.
I don't know how I would have felt not being born here.
You can't imagine.
Make a difference. It would be weird.
But here's imagine this: if you were born here in America, and then at the age of, I don't know, let's take my age. I was 21. You moved to a different country and had no support there. And I'm just comparing. I'm trying not to sound feeling pity on myself, but it was very hard not having support here. Holidays by myself.
So how long were you by yourself before you got married?
This time?
Yeah.
6 years. I was by myself, 6 years, renting an apartment. Okay. That was another. So basically that mindset, once I changed that mindset, and got out of a not so happy marriage. And first of all, before you get out of a marriage, it's a very hard decision. It's not an easy decision, especially when you have children.
Yeah, it's real.
And when you don't have any support on the other end, I really was questioning. I was like, what are you going to do when you leave? And so there was a lot of that challenging, and I was like, you know what, I'm doing it. And there was, like I said, there was a lot of challenges that happened then, but I had a job, I had a vehicle, I was able to find a place to live. My daughter was with me and never given up, my daughter. And because of my faith, I've been able to just keep going, but it was very hard without support. So I don't know if you have a big family, you have a big support system, but just imagine it's a phone call. Yeah. Everybody's like, oh, Skype is just such a good technology. When you see their faces and you see their life, it's so much harder. Yeah. So you don't even, you appreciate that you get to see your people and your family, but it makes it that much harder that you're not there with them. And phone calls are also emotional. So can you imagine living somewhere in a completely different country and just basically starting all over?
It was, I don't know. I was so busy when I was in Mexico. I didn't really, I didn't even really think about it, but I was around a bunch of other Americans.
What about Italy? Could you see yourself moving there and living there?
It was pretty cool. I think so. I definitely think so, because if you could find a viable job, if I could learn the Italian is so different than Spanish, even though they're like, oh, Italian and Spanish, no, they're not at all. But I was there with my buddy Lawrence, who's Italian, so he speaks Italian, so it was not a problem. Yeah. But I can't imagine not speaking the language, because in some places, if you don't speak the language, they look at you like for instance, France. They don't like me in France. I don't like y'all either, to be honest with you, French people. It's no offense, but y'all are very lucky, because if it wasn't for our people, you'd be speaking German right about now. So you might as well thank the Russians and the Americans that you're not speaking German.
And you love Russians, right? You love Russians?
The Russians are good. I don't have I've never met, I don't think I've ever met a person that was Russian that didn't get along.
Was not cool. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
Either
good. We did win the war.
Yeah, but come on, the storybook will tell you the U.S. won the war. But we know how like the Russians had the Germans just freezing to death. That was pretty cool.
Cool.
Even though, hey, sorry for my great grandparents that were German. Sorry about that, but it is what it is. Yeah, I've never met a Russian that I didn't like, and I've never met a Russian person that wasn't friendly.
Oh, good to know.
I mean, not that I know like a ton of Russian people. Actually, my processor's Russian.
Really?
Yeah, or at least his family is, and I like this guy.
There's more Russians out here than
there's
I imagine. Yeah.
I used to work with a guy when I was selling phones. When I mentioned that I worked at AT&T, Eugene Weinstein, his family was Russian. Like his whole family was cool. I've never met a Russian I didn't like or couldn't get along with. But I don't meet a lot of people that I don't get along with. Like I get along with everybody. Like even like. So a lot of people will complain about certain ethnic groups. Like I get along with them. I don't know why.
And that's a skill you had to kind of work on.
I don't think it's a skill.
You don't think it's a skill? It's just personality trait?
Are you a good person? Like, are you happy with you? Are you happy enough with you to actually get to understand somebody else? Like, can you actually get to know why people are like they are? Man, I don't know if I should talk about this, but I'll talk about it.
You're very interested in like just me showing up here with my story, and you're just very open about it.
Yeah,
and you're like let's hear it. Yeah, let's hear it.
So like, I used to kind of not like. Wow, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm gonna do it. So I used to think that I didn't like Indian people because like Indian people would, when I was working at the bank, they would always try to talk me down on rate. Like they would
bargain with you.
Yeah, like nonstop.
I think that's, if I could,
I learned though.
It's probably a cultural thing. Is it?
So when I went to work for Chase Bank, after I left Bank of America back in the day, I went to work for Chase Bank, and I got the phone number and the bank manager's name, and his name was Nikhil Sankalya.
Good with names also, huh?
And so I talked to Nikhil, and I knew he was Indian. And I'm like, damn, I'm going to go to work with a branch manager that's Hindu. He's an Indian guy. And so I kind of didn't want to do it, honestly, just because like I didn't understand that, hey, it's just in their culture to negotiate. But in working with Nikhil, he taught me things about the Indian culture. I'm like, because I asked, I'm like, well, why do they always try to come down or need something extra? And it's just cultural. It's nothing personal. It's totally cultural. And then once I got that through my head that, hey, this isn't, because they're being assholes. This is just how it is.
And that's how they're perceived sometimes.
And so that's how other people look at them. And I see people, like I have a lot of Indian friends that I play pickleball with. And one in particular, I call him Red. And, he teaches me new things like cricket and stuff like that. But if you really think about the Indian culture, like they are so peaceful people. Like they are the most peaceful, polite people you will meet. Like bar none. Like they're not going to get violent with you and be just, hey, I'm pissed off at you. I'm going to punch you in your face. Like,
well, let me tell you, a lot of those countries are big on family. Yeah. And that just, and they're not, they keep it a very small circle. They're very close with the family and that support. And that's kind of goes back to what I was missing here. And that's just kind of, they operate and they have, and they create in a way something similar here in the States, if you've noticed that. They all stay close and
but wouldn't you? Like if you were in another country, wouldn't you want to be with your people?
Of course.
Like I would
most Russians, unfortunately, I'm sure there's some, and I'm in Weatherford. So I don't go out of my way to find Russians out there. I just don't see them very, I don't meet them very often out there. So, but I know there are a lot more grocery stores and you just a lot more Russian population. Of course, Plano, Dallas, Frisco. So I don't go there very often. I'm not a big fan of big cities. I love where we are. I love the country style and of living and just space. Speaking of space, y'all have space out here. I was just driving by, and I had to be very careful on that two-way road because I was looking too much. And some of the beautiful yards and homes.
Argyle. So I'm going to post a video.
And it's just open. I'm
going to post a video later today. One of my other realtor friends, his name's Sam, I went out and filmed his new house that's in Argyle today. And holy crap. Like he's got like acre and I think 1.7 of an acre. And that's awesome. Yeah, it's
beautiful
awesome.
out here.
So we're going to do, what made you get into real estate?
So that whole mindset, right, that I said I had to change because I had to be on my own when I left the marriage. And I went ahead and got into avionics field for 5 years. I worked at in avionics company of Meacham in Saginaw.
Yeah.
And got a lot of good experience there, and bought my first house. So that was big on mindset, a change where I knew I could have been a housekeeper probably for the next 20, if I wanted to, forever. There's always just Everybody needs
There's
always work.
Yeah.
There's always work. So,
and we're lazy because we're Americans and we don't clean up after ourselves. It's terrible. I can't do it. Like I got what is it, OCD?
Yeah.
To where everything has to be just so I can't stand it driving nuts.
Well, I know one of the hottest things that I've heard from past clients that
waiting for a live signal.
Oh,
Take a second because somebody was calling. It'll come back.
I really could understand the importance of that and the importance of serving people. I understood it back then. I remember working with a realtor where she had a couple. Hi, Nicole. I was working with a real estate agent back then, so that's 10 years plus, maybe 15, 14. And so she had a couple properties, and I remember working with her and thinking, wow, she's a real estate agent. I wonder.
Whoa, you were cleaning.
I was cleaning
and
I was working with, no, not your house. She had properties that she was listing and she just needed somebody come and clean them. Yeah. Oh, wow. So we had a really good relationship going for a little while, but I just remember, like it was yesterday, that I was just admiring her, how much she, like how I was just like,
what do you do?
How did you do this? Yeah. And at the same time thinking, oh yeah, you could never do something like that. So that
is that what you thought?
That's it.
Like
I was putting limitations.
So
my language, like I said, I wasn't born here. I cannot relate.
Yeah.
I haven't lived here long enough. Who am I to tell you about real estate if you were born and raised? You know what I mean? So I was putting a lot of limitations.
But you know how many people don't know about real estate? Like
who have lived here and been an agent?
Mortgage or real estate or how the process works. Like, and that's why I started doing videos is like, how to teach people how the process works, all the different options that you have. So you were...
cleaning, renting, finally decided, you know what, it's time. I was still single. I was waiting for her husband to show up. He just didn't show up until I was buying my first house on my own. And the month that I was buying the house, I met Kyle. It was just all happening so fast and so much. But I was really proud of myself for, I had a really good real estate agent. She made a difference. When I started working with her, I didn't even know what credit score was. And of course.
So did you have credit? Like,
we don't have a credit system back home. If
right.
That's what
So when you,
did I have credit?
No. But when you first come to the
Here.
United States, obviously you don't have credit at 1st
Mhm.
right? So
But if
how
I had
do you build credit?
If
how,
I
how
had-
do you do that?
If I had somebody advising me, hey, you should probably get you need to get yourself a credit card, educate yourself on how to manage that credit card so you're not just in debt all the time and then try to figure out how to buy a house. So education. So yeah, didn't have a credit. And when I was married, it was not a priority for me to build my credit for some reason. It's just, when you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? But once you know, the more you know, you can do more.
You don't know
what you don't know. Exactly.
How funny. It's so true.
So, but I keep going back. It's all about mindset. You can be thrown in a difficult situation. What is it? You can, you might be given a cactus, but you don't have to sit on it. Have you ever heard that one? Isn't it fun?
I think that's a Russian thing.
No, it's not.
She's making this crap up as we're going.
I swear I heard it here.
So how did you start building credit? How did you
okay.
Yeah.
Still had no idea. I needed a credit. I bought a car at that point, and they checked my credit, and I was like, what is credit?
Yeah.
So I was just like, they gave me a terrible rate. I was stuck with it. Like, it was just like, it was all coming like a snowball effect, and I was just drowning in it all, you know.
Yeah.
I was renting one income. I never thought I could buy a home on my own just with one income. And mind you, there's some numbers that are about to come up. I was at my job now for 2 or 3 years at that time. So that was not an issue, but I was only making, you ready for this?
How much?
$14 an hour. She told me that I need to start building my credit. She gave me my realtor who was working with me. She told me what credit card to get. She told me what I need to do with that credit card. She told me she was writing letters to, because at that point I had some debt that I didn't care about. I was just very careless. I didn't.
Oh wow!
Like I got a great. Again, I didn't educate. I didn't have enough people caring for me to say, "Hey, you have this credit card. Why are you not paying it?" And I was just like, I don't know why I'm not paying it, because you would think somebody, gave you money, you have to pay.
That's not really. So it's
not really.
It's kind of funny because so my mom worked for TRW back in the day, which was the credit reporting agency from back in the day.
Interesting.
So I learned very young about credit.
Oh.
Yeah. So I never did that. And I've always thought to myself, and there's, if anybody out there, if you watch this later, I know nobody really watches lives, but if you're watching this later, there is a good episode on Saturday Night Live. It's old.
Maybe we can find it and put it in comments.
No, I've got it.
Oh, you got it.
I've looked at it a billion times. But it's Steve Martin and I forget the girl that was on Saturday Night Live. And it's like a big joke about, hey, I wrote a new book on how to save money. And the book was, hey, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. This was the name of the book.
Oh, just the name of the book. Yeah, that's a good book.
He was being funny.
Yeah.
And in the skit, Steve Martin's the guy that wants to put it on credit. And he's like, so wait a minute. I don't understand this. So if I don't have money for it, but I want to buy it, do I buy it anyway and hope to be able to pay for it later?
Is that how credit works?
And the guy's like, no, it's in the book. No, you don't buy it unless you have the money for it. So it was kind of funny. There's a whole video on it.
Let me tell you, it is a hard concept to understand when you come from just completely, there was no credit. I think they started doing something like that in Kazakhstan. And now I haven't mentioned that my mom and my younger brother, he's now almost 30 now,
Yeah.
and his wife and the child, they now live in Russia. So when we go visit, we will be going to Russia. So, but anyways, what I was trying to say is the difficulties with so the credit, it's probably more popular now in Russia, but back home, and still considering, I lived in Kazakhstan, which was still a little bit far back from Russia too.
So east,
nobody was taking
where's
loans.
Kazakhstan?
You have to Google it. You have to look it up. Come on,
American,
educate yourself right now.
So let's talk about, while we're on the subject. All right, so you ready? Best ways to build credit from scratch, okay? Put a non-refundable deposit, often $200 to $500, onto a credit card. Mm-hmm. So here's something
Mine was, I think, $300 is what
Is that what?
Yeah.
And did you put a deposit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
And that reports to the agency.
That started reporting to the agency. Yes, it definitely works for me.
If you're out there and you have no credit and you're coming from Kazakhstan and you want to buy a house,
yes,
this is what
you have to start with this is one of the first things you have to do when you move here. You have to start working on your credit.
Yes.
Again, there comes another cultural thing. Back home, if you don't have the money, you don't buy anything. So, we come here and we're like, everybody's like, oh, credit, score, and this, and to us, it's foreign language we have to learn.
Talking in code.
I know. It's like, what? So somebody's going to let me, I don't have the money to buy it, but I really want to, just like that guy, right?
So
I'll go and I tell them that I promise them to pay for it, and they look at some numbers and they say, okay, and handshake, and you just walk away with that. It just sounds
we're teaching
crazy.
These poor foreigners that this is okay. We're teaching foreigners that this is okay. Credit card companies still have us. Damn it. They shouldn't be teaching that. But anyway.
Well, without credit, you cannot do without credit in America. And that's what I did for the longest time. I was like, if I will have the money, I will buy it. And I waited for a very long time to save the money. And that's why I never bought the house. Yeah. And so the mindset had to be changed because I got educated. So once I started talking with my agent and she started helping me figuring out sending letters to those couple, I think I had Synchrony Bank card
that I was using. How do you spell Kazakhstan?
K-A-Z.
Z.
A. Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, bam. All right.
Somebody you're going to be speaking out facts. Even better. Love that.
Yeah, we'll show. Will it work?
So, gotten my credit, straighten out my credit. And of course, it takes time. It's not just going to be like you paid all your debt and now you're rating, and now your credit should just jump up. No, it doesn't work like that. So you gotta have to, time for it all to process and, have to be patient and basically had to be financially responsible. It just forced me to be financially responsible. And I'm very grateful for that. Because do they teach financial responsibility in high school here?
Nothing.
Still don't.
To
the teachers.
Yeah. Well, it's not the teachers.
Not the teachers. It's
what? Who comes up with the curriculum? Yeah. Who is the person that comes up with the curriculum?
Who do we need to talk to?
Yeah, they really should.
Yeah.
I've always thought that, and it's funny because we were talking about this earlier, to where I would go to career day, but I would teach them real stuff. I know I could stand up there and do a PowerPoint. Hey, my name is Mr. Rogers, and we're going to learn about mortgage loans. Okay, I could have done that, but I wanted to teach them real stuff.
What was the grade? I'm sorry, real quick.
So I think 7th grade.
7th grade.
So I taught them. Here's what I taught them. You ready? So I taught them that sometimes it's not what you know, it's who you know. They were like, what? And I'm like, no, seriously.
So build those connections.
Every job that I've ever gotten has come from a friend. Seriously, every job. So
you didn't necessarily have to know every job. You just had to have that connection.
You got to get in. So I told the kids, and they were looking at me with this these zombie eyes, what? And I said, hey, look look here and look here and get to know these people because this is how you're going to get your job. So I was teaching them real things.
Yeah.
And then I taught them, like, hey, money doesn't necessarily buy happiness. They looked at me like I was like a sped kid.
But it buys you a boat, and it's almost the same thing.
Boat.
See, I even know country songs now.
Oh my gosh.
Can buy you a boat.
Well, how does it go from there?
I don't know. Something like, but I know it's a boat.
$1 million
for sure.
bucks, I would, something like that.
Yeah, I don't know who
I'd be
sings it,
rich
but
like
that,
Warren
yeah,
Buffett,
something like that. But
I would buy a boat. It can buy a truck to pull it.
Really? There you go.
It can buy. That's why I wrote a
We're gonna
song.
piece the whole song together,
but it's true. So, yeah, wow.
So I bought my first house with a lot of help, with a lot of education. Oh gosh, I remember it was the FHA loan, and she sent me that video to watch for the first time buyers.
Oh, the
and
FHA video?
And I was just so mad. I was like, why? We're so close.
Yeah.
Let's just sign everything. Let's just get the house. Why do I have to watch this? I think it was over an hour video, and it's just everything. Yes, it was.
It's good.
It was very good. But I was just like,
and
I see the size of Russia.
Yeah, Russia's huge.
Look at the size of Russia compared to USA.
Dude, it's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know. Wow, we're small. Wow,
Kazakhstan is almost as big. I know.
Why
are we not successful like the United States of America?
Mongolia's there. Ukraine's here. Poland, Germany. Wow, Austria. Huh. Wow.
Yep.
I don't know, but it's huge.
It is huge.
Russia's
and nobody
really
knows
huge.
about that country.
Well, I learned something new. So build credit, right? So what else to build credit? Let's stay on that topic.
Build credit, yes.
We need
live within your means.
Oh yeah.
People. And that's a big one. We were just talking about it earlier, we're spending
and is it a US thing or was it kind of that way like you don't have to keep up with the Joneses? Like that's a saying, right?
It is absolutely saying, and it's only American saying. We don't like back in Kazakhstan.
That's not a thing.
Everybody's poor. Everybody's just kind of making about the same amount. Like where I lived in an apartment. Like it was a 10-story apartment. We lived on the fourth floor, and all my friends just grew up living there in those apartments and. But we owned those. We weren't renting. So it's just like...
So you did own it?
We did own it, yes. But the difference is, yes, my parents sent me to school, and I would probably be making low to decent living by, being a teacher back home. But that's it. That's your cap. I mean, there's not that many... entrepreneurs back home. People don't take risk. People don't take loans. So it's just all this that what U.S. is driven on is definitely a U.S. thing, and that's what makes this country so great. We take risks.
We do,
and it's the mindset. It's just all, I go back to the mindset. But so changing your credit, living within your means, stop keeping up with the Joneses. Yeah. Let them go broke if they have to go. If somebody has to go broke,
go enjoy their boat.
They should enjoy their boat and just fine. But when you look at your financial situation and you see and you want a boat and you're like, oh, okay, so we can't buy a boat now. But if we take care of some of this debt or whatever it is that you need to do, which goes back to that financial responsibility, it's not just, you can't just be spending, taking more credit, spending. There's got to be some kind of structure to that. Yeah. So you're not constantly broke, having a boat and a truck and a house, but you broke.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like buy a house. So first thing, establish credit.
Establish credit.
And then second thing, would you say start saving money?
Educate yourself.
On
the process, on the whole process. And I'm actually having a an idea that's I'm working on right now. I'm going to, my broker is allowing me to use the office, and I am going to create something. Do you remember buying your first house?
Yeah.
Do you remember you didn't know what you didn't know?
Yeah.
So I want to create a Zoom link, and I want to have people come out and just put a presentation on for the first time buyers.
Yeah.
If people want to come in and be there with refreshments, and just ask questions and feel like this is something they want to do, that'll be great. We'll invite them there in the office, and Zoom link if you just want to watch from home. But a lot of questions will be asked and answered. But just all goes back to some people. I can imagine that immigrants, they come here to this country and they're like, oh my goodness, where do I start? Because it's you have to do everything from scratch. Get your license. Before you get your license, get your green card, whatever, citizenship, whatever that's the most important thing. You don't want to get kicked out. How long did it take? I got my green card probably within 2 years, so that took a little time.
It's not bad.
Oh, you don't think?
I've heard Canadians complain longer.
Well, maybe they had some kind of background, something.
Well, they're Canadian.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the problem.
Yeah, Russians are, yeah.
They're all right.
They're not spies or anything. Russians are cool.
Canadians are cool. I like Canadians because they're always so polite.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. Like, I just said something bad about you, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Sorry, I am that way.
But no, Canadians are so cool. Yeah, I found that it took I had some college friends that were Canadian. They were super cool, but like they could never get their green card. So now they live back in
wonder
Toronto.
why.
I wonder
why. So more than one person.
Two. It was actually the family. I think the mother and the father ended up with their green cards, but since their kids couldn't get green cards, they moved back to Toronto.
Oh man.
So Peggy Roberts, if you're out there, shout out to my Canadian people. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I heard me and Brad, we're pretty good friends. I mean, they taught me how to play hockey.
Awesome.
Yeah. So they were cool. They were good.
Did you tell them baseball or anything?
I mean, no, I taught them nothing, but they taught me. But they're back in Toronto. Yeah.
By choice or because they can't be here?
Get green cards.
So yeah, 2 years. We worked with the lawyer. Definitely suggest working with a lawyer. Don't do it on your own. Right? Yeah.
Wow.
So that was your question. What does it take? So definitely want to make sure you are in a good position to stay in this country. Yeah. And you want to definitely take care of that because anywhere you go,
I mean, you have to have a green card nowadays, right?
A lot of time.
To buy a house, you have to have a green card. Well,
yes, to buy a house.
For an FHA loan, it is new.
That is new.
You have to have a green card. Before, it was mid last year, wasn't it? I think.
It's recent.
I think it was mid last year.
So even if you were on a tourist visa, you could buy a house?
Yeah. No, as long as you had a work visa to be here, you could buy a house.
It's
and
almost
it was
like
not a problem. Because I did it for a lot of engineers that were Indian.
Oh.
I did a
lot. Interesting, yeah.
And
as long as they know what they're doing, usually they're really smart. And so they're not just going to walk out and hopefully. Right. And yeah, most of the time they'll just... They will fall, more likely they will fall in love with the life here. They bought a home. That is the most important thing. If they have a home, they're going to probably work so hard to work on that green card, to stay here, because that's the biggest thing, to get in a home when you're an immigrant, for sure. So,
it sucks. I have a friend that, I think he's Pakistani and sucks because he can't, because he doesn't have a green card. That sucks.
So
sorry.
So they gave me a green card, and it was for a long time for some reason. I never, the date that expiration date was so far ahead that I didn't even look, and until I looked again, and it was about to expire in a couple months. I was like,
Whoops.
Almost
Yeah.
too late. I was really glad I looked at it, but then at the same time, it meant that I had to deal with it. And I was like, okay, well, my daughter is a citizen here. She's not going anywhere. I don't think she's going to ever want to live in Russia. So I don't plan on moving back.
Probably not.
Just started asking myself those questions. I think it was like late at night. I was on the computer and I got on the website and just started. I was like, I guess I'm just applying for my citizenship. I heard, oh my gosh, this goes back to when you're an immigrant and you are here and you don't know where to look, you don't know people to ask questions. You just kind of go off of someone said this and someone said this, and you kind of create, maybe it's just me, but you kind of start creating those, oh, it's difficult to do this. Oh, it's difficult to do that. I will probably never be able to do this. Just like I thought I would never learn the highways here. Never learn the highways here.
It's hard. It's hard.
It's hard, but it's not.
You just have to do it, right?
You just have to do it. Just go out there and doing it. You can't sit at home and learn the highways.
No. So she was scared to get on and do a video today.
Oh.
And now,
feeling a little bit better.
Are you better?
Yeah.
Are you going to do this on your own now? Like you're going to create content?
I was thinking about going live, and if anybody have questions, I can maybe talk a little bit more. If they wanted to ask more questions, but goes back to all, do your education, grow yourself. Don't be worried that you're in a different country, and find your people. Find your people that will help you succeed. And
don't have a mindset that says you can't do it.
That's a big one.
Because when you come from a different country, getting over the thought of disbelief. So
that's a big one. That was big one. That's another thing. I never thought I would pass my real estate exam, though.
Was it hard?
Of course it was hard.
The mortgage one sucks.
Oh, it was so hard. I failed. Now I can't remember which one I failed. National estate part, but one of them, and I was so happy I didn't have to redo both. Oh. I was crying when I got out of there because it was just so much pressure. And I know people like, oh, your English is so good, but when you have so much information, and it's the questions start getting a little bit twice.
No, like 2 times.
Yeah. And the second one, I only had to take the portion that I did not pass, and I think I took a week to just really drill into my brain because that's all it is. You really just have to pass the test. And I couldn't believe. So it goes back to believing in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, I feel like it's hard for other people to believe in you.
Yeah. So I didn't pass the first time either, and I've been doing mortgages already for 16 years. Like I'm like, all right, I'll take the stupid test. I failed it by 1.
What?
I made a 74. I made a 74 the first time I took the mortgage test. Because I never had to take it until I became a broker. Yeah. Like as a bank, you don't have to take it.
Oh.
Yeah. You just.
That's interesting. Yeah. So as long as you're working with the bank, you're not even licensed. No. Bank kind of covers it. Yeah, bank's licensed and you're working that way.
So until I became a broker a year and a half ago, I never had to take it. And the first time I took it, I'm like, whatever. I've been doing mortgages 16 years. I'm good at this.
I know everything. I should be able to. Did you study at all?
No.
You didn't even, oh man.
No, the first time, no. Second time, hell yeah. Because it's $150. I didn't want to spend it on $150. I'm frugal. Yeah. Hey, I'm not spending that money.
Like, I guess let's open the books.
Yeah, no, so I had note cards and dude, Nicole studied with me.
What is Nicole doing?
Nicole's a drug dealer.
Okay. So have to be licensed. Have to be licensed.
I'm kidding. She's not a drug dealer. So Nicole actually does, so it's not consolidation, but it's debt settlement. So when people,
interesting,
when people get into debt on their credit cards, the company she works for makes them default to where you have to default on that credit card for 6 months before they'll settle the debt with you. So you can't pay it for 180 days. And then the credit card company will settle debt on 50 cents on a dollar.
Okay.
If you're going to pay it back. But if you do this, people that are out there, it's going to screw your credit score like really bad.
Disclaimer.
So think about it before you do it. But it does help people clear out that debt. So I understand the business. That's what she does.
So she did have to pass a test to get no test at all. Test. She just
they just negotiate with the credit card companies to get it paid off for a settlement.
Interesting.
She has good stories.
I'm sure. Has she ever been here?
Where?
Here in my seat. You talk.
We do videos all the time.
You do?
Yeah, we do stupid videos. So we do Self-Care Sunday is our big video. Self-Care Sunday. And then your girlfriend takes, there's a reel out there and I love it. It's, I'm taking my black friend to do white people shit. No, I'm serious. I love it. And then the black friend takes the white friend to do black people shit. And recently, the recent one was, the white dude took his black friend to Costco. And it was cool.
His black friend to Costco. Yeah. Oh yeah.
But then the black friend takes him to the hood to have.
So you do the same with Nicole?
So Nicole and I will be, I'm doing girl shit, and then I'll take her to do guy shit.
Awesome. And that's such a great idea.
I could be with you and be like, hey, I'm going to do realtor shit. And I'm putting up the signs for you for open houses and stuff. And then for you could be like, I'm doing mortgage shit to where you're having to do,
what can I do with that license, really?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think, mortgage shit would be the best rates are with, what do we do? I don't know what mortgage people do.
You'll have to brush up and then let me know.
Sucking up to realtors.
Oh, there you go.
Realtors,
I can suck up to other realtors. I can learn how to do that.
Divorce attorneys and CPAs. So you got to suck up to those people and call them.
Teach me everything.
And I think that's what they do. I'm pretty sure. So what I like to do is just add value to the realtors. So instead of just saying, hey, I'll treat your customers the very best, and I'll get them the best rate, and I'll communicate well, and I always close on time. We all say the same shit. We say that with everybody. But, okay, so I'm going to do all that stuff because that's normal stuff.
I would say that's basics, yes.
That, right? But in addition to that, I'm going to educate you on different programs that are out there, like maybe the I-10 program to where if you don't have a social security number, how to get you in a house because you're paying taxes. Maybe I could teach you that program because we want to help immigrants, right?
Yeah.
And they don't have a social, but they're paying taxes. So we could do that. So maybe I'm teaching my realtor mortgage shit. Yeah. So we would do that.
And I can share a little bit with you, what drives the real estate agents.
Yeah.
So you'll know how to suck up to them better.
Well, yeah. See? So we could just exchange.
I know they'll have free food.
How do you learn stuff? You learn stuff by doing somebody else's little pitch.
I love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Let's make a video together if you want.
We'll do that where I do realtor shit. I've done realtor shit before. We're universal. I film houses for you. Just a little add-ons that you can do to help their business. Look at this guy, James. So the guy that just walked by, you can't see him because he's over there. His name's James Jackson. And Inline Antenna, he's the one that sends the naughty notices, from the HOA. So if you mess up and don't put your trash cans up or your fence is wrong color or you don't cut your grass, he sends you the naughty grams. And so I had an idea one time. See what you think about this idea. Oh, I'm not supposed to say it because it could, never mind, I won't say it. Kathy told me not to say it, but I had an idea and I thought it was a great idea.
Are you going to say it anyways?
Yeah, we should make a video on that. And, my job, to add on to what I can do for realtors, I can film videos for realtors. I do a lot of open house videos for realtors. I can help them getting over the mindset or disbelief that they can't be on camera talking to people through social media, which nobody nobody's watching anyway. Nobody cares.
Look how many
There's a few
comments we have. And
But-
then we can probably see how many people have watched it live.
Yeah,
like, while it was
but
going.
not even live. So after you do a live feed, like I just
We
wanted
can
to
just
do,
still see,
I
yeah.
wanted to do this for you
Mhm.
to get you over that BS fear
Yes.
that you had.
Well, you make
Because
it easy because
I felt your heartbeat. Like I felt her. Like you could see she was visibly.
it's my first time, and I was telling her,
But it's not
and
a
I was
big
like,
deal,
I
right?
don't want to say anything.
But
I
it's
will
not
regret.
a big deal.
It's not a big deal. No,
And-
I can probably do
will
this on my
people get
own.
to know you from doing this? Like
I hope.
you said that you were talking to other agents, and you said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go do something with Bo," and they knew who I was.
They knew who you were.
But they don't know who I am.
No.
Em. They know me from here.
Yes.
So this here,
Just like let's
Works.
make it clear. Bo asked me
Yeah.
when I walked in, remind me where we have met, and I almost took offense, but then
why would you be offended by that? Like, you're here
because you
I'm
meet so
here.
many people. But I remember you from your
Yeah.
social media, so that's it.
See, and all right. So here's something that's cool about social media. Okay, so when I first started doing social media, like 2019, it's typically where it started because I had to get my own business because I was no longer with Chase Bank, and so that's where I started it. And it was actually I have a really good friend. He's a realtor too now. He used to be on this side. He used to be the mortgage guy, and he became a realtor. And then he learned when he was at a different bank that you have to do social media. And he told me the same. So I was like,
That's kind of so. He was already doing it at the point where
and he's
you
doing
get
it.
introduced.
He's doing it a lot now
I'm
too.
sure.
And I was like, man, will it really work? I'm not scared of it because I did, television, radio, film. So I was nervous a little bit, but you got to get over that fear.
Yeah.
And I know people that are doing, like they're getting leads from social media. Like you're not paying for leads. Like they're just going on and talking and they will get a lead. And it is weird because like if you do this enough, like you'll be at like Kroger, like up the street in Bartonville. And
People are gonna start talking about your videos.
well, they will. They come up to you and they think you know who they are. It's kind of true.
Exactly.
And
What happened with us? I was like, "Hi, Bo," and you're like, "Remind me where we met."
Yeah.
I know so many people, which is totally cool.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. You always try. You can never know too many people. Never. But there are different levels of friendship too, to where you make friends after you get to know somebody. But it is weird when you're out and somebody would be like, "Hey, don't I know you from somewhere?" And they'll be like, and they know your life because you're broadcasting your life to them. And you're being real. Like, I don't know how to be fake. I'm not good at it. I can probably fake something maybe for 15 minutes. That's it. Like, I can't not be me.
I mean,
Like, just be you.
who would you pick to be?
I don't know.
You could make a video with Nicole where she acts like Bo and Bo acts like Nicole.
We've done it.
You've done that,
Yeah,
of
we've
course
done
you
it.
have.
So she dressed up like the money man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So, yeah. So we should do that. Nicole, we're doing that tonight. We're going to reverse roles. Except I don't want to cook because your food's better than mine. Like, we'll be eating cereal if I cook, and that's not good. But it does work. Like, you have to do it. And I'm going to teach you. I'm going to add value and ask
Love to learn.
for nothing in return. And just to be able to teach somebody to start their career doing the same thing. And I bet you will get business from it. And people will know who you are and know what you do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Hey, it was
Thank you
great
so much
having
for
you.
this.
Yeah.
It was great.
And you
I
did
feel the pulse.
You
Feel
did
the
it.
pulse.
You're
I'm
good
better.
now. Well, does this thing have a thing? What's your
I
heart
don't know how to
rate?
use it. I'm an immigrant. I wouldn't know how to use this thing. It's just for the time.
Mine's like 99. Like I beat 99, but that's not fast for me. Yeah.
I don't even know how to check it on my phone. On my watch.
Yeah, I took an allergy pill earlier with pseudoephedrine, so I feel that. Hey, thank you for watching.
Thank you, guys.
It's her first time. She's going to do it again.
Not
We're
the
going to make
last.
her do it again. We're going to make her do it over and over and over.
Thank you so much, Bo.
You're welcome.